You're inside Brunch on a Sunday morning from 107.7. My name is Rennie Bishop. My guest is Yanus Ibrahim. He's the president of the Supermarket Association of Trinidad and Tobago. Yanus, thank you for holding over in your time for me. You know, it is one thing that you put, and you always do, as you should, put forward a very salient case for your members. There is the feeling, however, that folks are not getting the benefit of that. Somebody said, for instance, I go to the supermarket and I buy me an item. It's $4 right now. The VAT on that, for instance, because it's an import, whatever, was 15%. Well, now it's 12.5%. I'm still paying now. The $4 was inclusive of that before. And then there's the adjustment of 2.5% reduction in the VAT, and I'm still paying $4 for the item. Why is that?
It's multifactorial.
I'm sorry, there we go.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's really a multi-pronged approach when it came to pricing. What has hit the nation, and it's not just the supermarket, it hit us. Availability was just one of the U.S. The reintroduction of the VAT. Now, if that happened in in a situation whereby your dollar probably held at 6.3, no problem. 12.5, 2.5 down, 2.5 down. Yeah? But it didn't happen that way. It was at the same time that you had increases in three other areas, because you're watching your importation based upon the availability, yes, but it wasn't just the availability, it was availability and the rate. So availability plus rates plus that. Adjustments would have been made, but the net factor may have been down, or the net factor may have been minimally up. We faced increases from since it's VAT started. And, you know, they have instances where you would see, I mean, you go to a regular place for business, and I remember this, and I expected the same from you, and from them, and I said, you know what, my cup of Joe might be low. It was the same price. VAT went down, but the price was the same. Yeah? So you have that flexibility within the system whereby, for some reason, it may be absorbed by the owner, the consumer, or it may actually be done by the business. Yeah? So it's not in the case with us and the food. Yeah.
Let us speak. Before you go, I have to get this from you. Because this is important to me. It's important because I don't believe I would prefer, maybe I'm idealistic, I would not want an adversarial relationship, and I don't think you do, between the Supermarket Association and the Ministry of Trade and Industry. This price schedule, as I said, is something that I like. This is something that you did not say you don't like, but you're just saying I've got major problems with it. So for the Supermarket Association to find this as an ally to them to keep prices for the public to benefit, what needs to be done by the ministry through the eyes of the Supermarket Association for you all to find this schedule something that you can accept?
As an association, we would like for them to actually drop the list of what they would like to look at. That's all.
So we would like them to drop the list to you?
Just communicate what list they're looking at. We could actually tweak it for it to be better for the purpose of the consumer.
So
just to make sure, like I said, grapes are being compared to grapes and apples are being compared to apples. That's the only reason. But what you saw in that list is that the free market exists, and you actually have us competing with one another, keeping the price about the same. We cannot look at a system. I mean, a comment was made once at a mom's and pop store was buying so much less. I mean, was selling less, and they couldn't have had volume, wasn't high to be able to defend that cost. And the price was cheaper than the big store. What you paying for in the big store? I mean, at the end of the day, it's where you want to shop. It's where you want to shop and where you are as your way.
It's not just the cost of the item, but you're saying your convenience. And
selling and trade has come down to a science, Rennie. We have people coming in to talk to us how to merchandise, how to sell, what to put in front. We like the fact that people come. If it is you're doing your job right as a grocer, somebody will come in for one item and leave it 5. But that means you're doing your job right. You're looking on one aspect of a $4 difference or a $5 difference. But you're not looking at 15 to 20% of the person's inventory for that month that they are actually running at a loss for the purpose of luring you into the store. It's tricks of the trade, not to increase price, but to get the consumer inside the shop. So when it is out of the dark, you take a shot, and it doesn't have a basis, a true basis, a firm foundation. You know, what you're looking at really and truly can be misleading. Yeah?
Okay, I got you. So thus far, from what you have seen of the government and the efforts towards ramping up local food production, are you happy or encouraged by what you're hearing?
Local food production, the last time you actually saw something was the second to last man administration, where you actually had a very big drive to focusing on the food pricing and on top of that production. Since then, lots of incentives have been made for agriculture and production. The question is, if people taking the incentives and what are they doing with it? They have been putting out initiatives and they've been placing out incentives to do business. So yeah, it's starting, but we're still in negation when it comes to that. We need to actually put more towards it. Think locally, think regionally. Think nutrition, think about mouths to feed, rather than the final price, because you're gonna have to accept one for the other. So something is gonna have to play. But what is more important at the end of the day, is continuance and proper governance.
Good representative of the association. Yanus Ibrahim, thank you so much for taking the time to be
Rennie,
with us this morning. And
thanks for having us.
Back to you. Have yourself a wonderful day, and we look forward to talking to you again, okay? Thank you for putting aside the amount of things I know you had to do in order to be here this morning again. Thank you so much.
Okay.